Agriculture today, especially crop production, is beyond the traditional use of hoe and cutlass as it was decades ago. Mechanized farming is now becoming the order of the day. This is why the Northeast Commodity Association has included the provision of heavy-duty equipment to farmers to further boost output of its members. Musa Babaliu reports.
The Northeast Commodity Association recently procured 600 units of tractors with the aim of boosting agricultural activities of its members across the 6 Northeast states. The initiative is also expected to improve yield per hectare and also create more job opportunities for youth in the region. One unique aspect of the tractor initiative is the tracking device attached to each heavy-duty equipment. And each of the tractors can be tracked from any location, not only in the Northeast, but the entire country.
We have created this situation room to make sure that we monitor the operation, the utilization, the working hours, and the maintenance of the machine, so that at least they can stand the test of time. In this situation room, we can be able to deploy a tractor to a particular group of farmers. Secondly, we can also use leverage on the Hello Tractors application to make sure that we geofence the activities of the tractors in a particular area. The essence of doing it is that to get value for what we are doing.
So far, more than 50,000 farmers have benefited from the Northeast Commodity Association program in the last 2 years.
Our farmers cannot continue to be peasants. We want to make sure that they understand agriculture as a business, so that every single seed they sow, they will be looking for profit out of it at the end of the seed. That is exactly what we are doing, and we believe with this approach, the project can be sustained.
Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Thank you, Musa, for that background. And our first port of call is Adamawa, where the Northeast Commodity Association is gaining strong ground. Simon Ashall tells us that NECAS is reversing an age-long tradition where farmers are always in the debut. Simon says, courtesy of NECAS, farmers in Adamawa State are not only in tune with modern farming techniques, but are now loan givers. Let's find out more from Simon.
Since the inception of the Northeast Commodity Association barely 2 years ago, over 10,000 farmers have so far been empowered to inputs, distribution, and provision of utility vehicles and motorcycles to extension and lead extension workers, where farmers are guided on how to utilize the inputs given to them for optimal productivity. As the narrative is now for the better, thanks to the respite by NECAS, as farmers can now boast of better days ahead through the various intervention and assistance aimed at improving their output.
With the materials given, like the fertilizer, the seed, the herbicide, at least we are putting things where it's a practical step forward that they show farmers that they have farmers at heart.
This, no doubt, has led to increased yields and production of the ordinary farmer. With over 600 tractors and other mechanized inputs distributed to farmers of recent, mechanized farming, which has been beyond the reach of the peasant farmer, is now at his doorstep to enhance his socio-economic development. After the verification of over 1,000 hectares of land in Adamawa State by the chairman of NECAS, encouraging farmers to key into cash production for export as the land will be deployed and given to the farmers to ensure self-sustainability and efficiency of farmers.
The effort the Northeast Commodity Association is making is to make sure that a farmer that is collecting loan today then can graduate from a loan taker to probably a person that is self-sufficient.
Despite this, what are the challenges of NECAS in the state?
And if farmers think it is the usual way of collecting money and not paying, then definitely this program will not be sustained.
He further admonished farmers to stay faithful to the terms and conditions of NECAS for the sustainability of the program in the Northeast. In Yola, Simon Asher, NTA News.
But the situation in Bauchi State is quite different. Prices of farm produce seem to be crashing because of the rule of middlemen and mailers. Adamu Haruna Adams reports that in this regard, farmers in the state are appealing for government intervention.
Northeast Commodity Association, NECAS, has more than 30,000 members in Bauchi State, out of which more than 12,000 have benefited from the federal government Anchor Borrowers Agricultural Initiative. Bauchi State Chairman of the association, Yahaya Adamu Yusuf, says it aims at bringing farmers together in the geopolitical zone to enable them harness their potentials and benefits immensely. The association helps members to access central bank loan facility, which it uses to procure farming input for them. The Bauchi State Chairman advises the federal government to buy farm produce from the association for the National Strategic Reserve to enable its members go back to farm with confidence.
Nigerian farmer now is getting less than what he has spent on the farm. Therefore, the farmer is upright, may not go back to farm. Even if he is going back to farm, maybe he will not be able to farm the number of hectares he farms the preceding year.
NECAS signed some memoranda of understanding with some private organizations and financial institutions as part of effort to ensure mechanized agriculture and export of their commodities. Some members of the Northeast Commodity Association in Bauchi State expressed appreciation to the federal government for providing them with necessary wherewithal to embark on commercial farming. In Bauchi, Adam Haruna Adams, NTA News.
And in Borno State, despite the challenges of insecurity, NECAS is supporting farmers with seeds and inputs to complement federal government's food security program. Abubakar Mohammed Musa reports.
Northeast Commodity Association in Borno is targeting this year's rainy season to reach out to poor and rural farmers with basic tools, seedlings, and services. It is the association's maiden support to farmers in the state for both rain-fed and irrigation activities as soft loans paid at end of harvest. The partnership between NECAS and the Central Bank of Nigeria enables the association procure and distribute rice, sesame, and sorghum prospects for coverage of the entire state once security situation allows IDPs return to their communities.
We, the extension officers, are cooperating with the farmers on field to observe what they are doing on field. And we are satisfying they are cooperating, and we hope success on this program.
Before this intervention, we were faced with challenges.
Out of the 600 tractors NECAS obtained from the partnership with CBN for the entire Northeast, 80 were allocated to Borno, as 10 have arrived the state to support land cultivation and other services.
All right, you're watching Weekend File on the network service of the NTA. Our guest tonight is Sadiq Daware, National Chairman, Northeast Commodity Association. He will be talking to us momentarily.